It's a little cool aircraft for GA lovers. I've been flying it since the date of release for, more than a month now, and I thought to make this video to share my humble review with you. This is Mo, and welcome to my channel. In this video we will have a closer look in a bit of detail about the Bonanza F33 Alpha by Thranda for X-Plane 12. And again, I've purchased this aircraft a month ago, to be specific on the 5th of September, and this aircraft, if I remember correctly, was released on the 2nd or the 3rd of September this year, 2025. This release is version 1.0.4, and by the time of recording this video, the release 1.0.5 is already out there, but it's a tiny update that I didn't bother about to update before recording. Okay, what are we going to cover today? So we will have a closer look at the exterior details when it comes to the quality of the texture, as well as the interior, of course. What are the options available? And then we will go in two super short flights. One is just in we will remain in a pattern around this airport here, and then the second one I will be performing an ILS approach to a very close airport nearby. So this airport here, it's an airport in the Netherlands. It's called Toge Airport. Echo Hotel Tango Echo, where my flight school is actually based. It's a nice little airport, very cool for performing for training purposes and so on. All right. So usually I fly airliners, but when that aircraft was released, I thought to give it a try. And this video is fully sponsored by myself, so it's not sponsored by the developer. I'm just sharing my opinion as a normal user, and it might help you to whether to buy the aircraft or not. Let's have some discussion here about the exterior of the aircraft. So the quality of the texture is according to the documentation of the aircraft, it's in 8K quality. My monitor is anyway 4K, and I fly mainly in VR, by the way. So when we go through the demo flight, I will be switching to VR. Right, but I'd say I really like the details of the aircraft. It comes with a default of 5 or 6 liveries, and as usual by Thranda, there is a possibility for you to design your own livery within the EFP. Let's see here. I really love that. I will be mentioning a few of the cons and pros again from my own perspective, especially for VR pilots. And let's switch inside the cockpit and have a look, and then we will go back once again outside to check the aircraft. Also during night I will be doing this. So here we go, and it's a little aircraft, but spacious for 5 persons. And this aircraft was first built in the 1970s by BeechCraft, of course. If I'm not wrong, it was built between 1970 until 1994. Great. Let's get back inside here. So it comes with multiple dashboards that you can choose from, and it comes with the G1000. We will go through them in a second here. and as well as the analog cockpit. Yeah, I prefer to fly GAs in analog cockpit. Just yeah, it's just a personal preference. But we can go here in the EFP, and we can cycle here through the different. Yeah, but let's go through them from the beginning. We can cycle through them. There are different ones here. Yeah, and you can also move these gauges around according to your preference. But I find the default is really nice. And it supports natively the third-party avionics, either from Reality XP or TDS. I have here a third-party GTN XI avionics modules by TDS. So these are sold separately. They don't come with the aircraft. Yeah, I find them really nice. Yeah, they have everything in just one device. Two of them is also cool. You can use one. We will go through that in a few minutes. One for your map and one maybe for the weather or the traffic. Yeah, etc. What else could be done? Yeah, I find it actually easier to go through it in here. Multiple settings. Yeah, let's even open all the doors, and I will open everything. Yeah, let's do this and then go have a look from the outside, but in a moment. Yeah, different things you can change. You can also attach a portable GPU. You can have a pushback, a tiny pushback tug with it, but I've never needed it, to be honest. Okay, and different other like mini apps, and for the settings, the Dynafeel as well is a very cool feature. I set it to 100% just to make it, to get the most realism out of it. And this is not set to 100% because I'm using the Thrustmaster Boeing yoke with it. So I needed it to be a little easier for banking. I have also the Honeycomb Alpha, and it's doing a great job. But what I don't like about the Honeycomb Alpha is that the pitch spring is of the yoke. It's very stiff. It's very hard, and makes you make harder pushes or pulls, which isn't really that cool in my opinion. Anyways, there is an important thing here to go through, but about the load and balance. But let's go through it later on. If we zoom a little bit here to check the details of the texture, so see these stains here. Yeah, it's nice. What I like also is the lighting of the gauges through the night. In particular, we will go through this when we start the aircraft, and I will switch to the night view, in the night hours. I mean, for a few minutes, just to show you how it looks like during the night. Here's the door open, and let's go actually outside. And excuse my camera skills, not really that cool, I know, but to some extent it should give you an overview. Yeah, I really like the details of the engine, for those who care, but it's just not really that. It looks really nice, but not that important. Most importantly is that the aircraft is performing well and flyable. All right. Yeah, here's the baggage entry hatch, and nothing else is special here. Yeah. When it comes to the performance, so I fly mainly in VR, and there's definitely a performance penalty here, but this aircraft is a bit performance or resource hungry. but it's a slow aircraft, so I've never had an issue with it. The livery is the texture of the livery is 8K. I believe it's also for the interiors, if I'm not mistaken. I've switched it from 8K to 4K for the sake of gaining some few more frames per second, but no gain at all. So the average for my current graphics setup, settings and for my hardware resources, I get around, the average is 27 frames per second. I didn't find it problematic at all, especially in the air. Maybe in a few heavy airports, I may feel that the aircraft is not slow or stuttering or anything like that. But when I look outside at the marking lights, the markings of the taxiways, for example, I feel that as if they are a bit slower moving than they should be. But other than this, nothing really is. Made me need to reduce the quality of my graphics. And let's quickly no, not from here. Let's quickly have a look at my graphics settings. So here they are, and that's what I usually do. Have what comes to my settings, I fly with these settings in VR, and in my opinion it's doing, for me, for my preference, it's doing very, very well. I fly the 737 Zibo also with the same exact settings. Great. One last thing that I should be mentioning here about the load and balance, and it's one of the, in my opinion, one of the drawbacks, is that when the aircraft is out of the box, you can't just directly use it like this. And it was one of the things that made me suffer in the beginning. It was imbalanced when you buy it and just install it. It's imbalanced, and it was really tough to fly. Could easily get into stall. But later on I found that this must definitely adjust it to a proper load. I had a similar issue with the PC-12 from Thranda for X-Plane 12, that it's out of the box, it's imbalanced, and you must do it yourself manually and then save your preferences. So here I have just nothing yet. I should load my preferences here. Now it became heavier, but it's fine. It's only me here in the aircraft, and the rest is empty. Great. Okay, so let's go and do two very quick flights. One is just remaining in pattern. I will be, of course, starting the aircraft from cold and dark with you guys. And then the second flight will be just to try the AutoPilot and perform an ILS approach for a very nearby airport. It's called Dalen Airport, Echo Delta, it's Echo Hotel Delta Lima, very close airport to this one. This one is, again, it's called Toge, Echo Hotel Tango Echo. It's a very nice tiny airport in the Netherlands. Great, so let's switch to VR. So I've switched to VR, and let's make a few preparations here. It's one of the things I don't like about this aircraft in VR, is that I need to catch that floating that floating icon for the EFB. Give me a second, please. Yes, to throw it somewhere where I can see it, and unfortunately it cannot be disabled. It's one of the drawbacks of this aircraft. But anyway, it's not a showstopper. Great. So let's make it prepared. Yeah, the mixture reach. Turn on the battery. Cool. And just beacon should be on. Wait, let's run the engine. Great. Let's turn on the alternator and then switch on the avionics. Right. I will set my Garmin in one of the, unfortunately, the cons, not only in this aircraft, but in many aircrafts in VR, that the digital screens are untouchable. Meaning that the EFB, for example, you can't touch it. Yeah, it doesn't really work as expected. So that's why I pop it up like this, and then hold it somewhere and start interacting with it. Yeah, which is fine. I just need the EFB for a few seconds, and let's just double check that the weight is fine. Yeah, it's okay. And for my Garmin here, I will again pop it out. I will get into this later on when we begin our second flight, but just to have it like this. Of course, I use the AVI tab separately, and it counts the FPS over there. Oh, now it's disabled. First, yeah, maybe just the aircraft needs to be reloaded for this to count. But anyway, it never exceeds, for my setup, for my configuration, it never exceeds 35 FPS. For me, it's quite good. I don't really have any concerns about it. Okay, let's turn on taxi light, and the other lights are okay. Great. Let's have just a quick look from the outside before we leave. And yeah, the flight surfaces are performing well. Let me just turn on the lights here for the glare shields. Yeah, and that's enough. All good. Yep. Let's release the parking brakes and let's go. The wind is calm because I've set the weather. The actual weather today in the Netherlands is cloudy and beautiful. I love it, but I thought just to have such a horrible weather in another video. Yeah, the taxi lights are on. Let's taxi to, just mid the runway will be enough. This aircraft is light anyway and can easily have enough lift for the wings and take off. One of the problems I'm having with this aircraft is the taxi. The sensitivity, I mean, of the taxi and the brakes. I did my best to adjust it, but it's still, in my opinion, lousy. Yeah, it's very sensitive, so I'm gently handling my pedals. I use the Saitek, the Logitech Saitek rudder pedals. Great, let's stop here for a moment. Nice, I'm holding the brakes. Let's perform a quick engine test at 1700 RPMs. This is with the both. Let's switch the magneto to right and monitor for a few seconds. It should be like 10 seconds, but I will be quick. Let's do both. It's fine. Let's do for left. Very good. Both again. Nice. Okay, idle. Mixture is good. Let's set the flaps, and the gauge of the flaps is here. So this is 10. Let's go to 10. Flaps 10. Yeah, that's enough. Yeah, that's really cool. And turn on the external lights. And let's go. My flight school is actually over there around the corner. Yeah, I fly the Cessna 150 for my lessons. Yeah, I think this length is of the runway is enough. Let's go. Hold it. And let's go. And you're up. I think it's enough for the flaps, then flaps up. Let's pull the throttles handle a little bit. I have a legacy TPM quadrant from Saitek. Yeah, let's remain in pattern, and yeah, let's just hold it at 700. That will be enough. Let's pull the propeller handle a bit. Should go down to 700. Okay, turn left for the downwind. Get prepared for the landing. All right, gear down, flaps for now just 5. See the movement here, see the shadows and the texture on the wing. If you can see it, I really love it. So the longest distance I've flown this aircraft for was around 260 nautical miles from Amsterdam Schiphol Airport to, then yeah, let's set it to flaps 10, to London City in airport in the UK. Propeller RPMs to full. Let's go down now. Descent. Let's raise the nose a little bit. Yeah, I think that's enough. Let's set the flaps to 20. Let's see the movement of the flaps. Yeah, I think that's 20. Yeah. 300. Let's go and keep an eye on the speed, not to be below 80. Otherwise it may easily stall. Less power. I'll try to put it, to aim at the center line. Yeah, it's speedy a bit. Less power, and flare. Yeah, flare. Boom. Ow. Let's apply full brakes. Yay. Yeah, what's my score? Yeah, great landing. Oh yeah, I could have even done done better. Okay. What to do next? We will go for another flight, very short flight, I promise you, to a very close by airport. Let's set the flaps back to 10, and we will be performing an ILS approach over there using the TDS GTN XI 750 here. But in general, we will see how it would perform. Yeah, I will climb and maintain 2000 until we are established. Nice. And yeah, the cowl flaps should be like this to cold. Great. Let me quickly sit. I will not set the flight plan for now. We will do it in the air, and the other airport it's like 15 nautical miles nearby, if I'm not mistaken. And again, here you can't click it, unfortunately. So you need something like this. But anyway, even if it's clickable in VR, I'm talking here about VR, not about flying on your monitor if you don't fly in VR. So for me to have it clickable, I need to do it like this. I can use my Saitek Radio panel to zoom out, zoom in, and switch between the different panels here. But I use SPAD.next software to do this. Great. So all set. Flaps is okay. Set to 10. And while up in the air, I will switch to the night mode to show you the lighting of the aircraft in general and the cockpit during night. Let's release parking brakes and let's go full power. Here we go. Gently pull. Yeah. Gear up. Yeah, the runway, the other airport is in this direction, to the south, 190 degrees. Flaps up. Cool. I will set the approach here for the flight plan on the GTN in a moment, just to climb manually. Let's reduce the RPM a bit. Yeah. We will climb to 2000, and then I will engage the AutoPilot. We should be heading south. And the time is in the sim is set to, if I'm not wrong, it's 11 a.m. local time here. Yeah, here's the airport down there, Teuge Airport, where we took off, and the other airport is somewhere over there, very close. Okay, almost 2000. Okay, let me engage the AutoPilot. Hold the altitude and head the heading. Let's hold this heading for now. Yeah, the RPM is good, so let's head to that direction, and let's quickly prepare something here for the approach. So go to the procedure, go to the approach. Let's choose, no, not this airport, this is where we took off. Let's go to Dalen Airport, Echo Hotel Delta Lima, which is, yeah, Dalen. Yes, that's the one. Let's perform ILS approach runway 19er. We can do it with a vector. Yes, let's choose a vector and let's activate it. It's okay. Let's go backwards, and yeah, most importantly is to have the OBS active here so I can set the course. We are good to go. Let's switch from the heading to the nav. Yes, it's now on the nav, and let's zoom out a little bit here on the map. Yeah, it's following the path as expected to. If you see my mouse cursor just to begin here, no, you can't see my cursor, to begin on the vector. Cool. In the meantime, let me change the time to the night and have a look. Great, so this is during night time. Can you see this? Yeah, I know that you can see everything from this pop-up screen here, but at least you can see the gauges, how beautiful that is. Really, really cool. And let's have a look also from the outside. Yeah, this daylight, yeah, the nav lights should be turned on. It could be my mistake. Could be my mistake. Here it's banking now, and here's the landing light. Let's switch it off. This is the taxi. Yeah, you can see. Of course, you can see the taxi light. Ah, really good. The nav is not really on. Nav lights are not on, but maybe it's my mistake. Okay, let's switch back to the daytime. Great. Back to the morning. I think the nav light is not turned on by mistake. No, it's turned. This is the nav light. It's turned on. Okay. Cool. So we are at 2,000 feet, and our speed is almost 140. So for some reason it switches the mode to RNAV, and I can't easily switch it back to ILS, but I think maybe I don't have enough experience with the GTN, but it's okay. I will, just for the sake of this video, I will configure here an approach without vectors, because something wrong happens just without vectors, and this should just get the job done. It shouldn't be, of course, like this. V-lock, it's okay. Let's switch to VNav, and this should be a GPS here. Okay, great. But I need to capture, to capture the glide slope here at Charlie Foxtrot 19er. So let me switch to the heading mode for now. But usually for following the flight plans, for the LNAV mode, it does a great job. But I think, the issues I'm facing are not related to the aircraft. It's related to just to the avionics. But yeah, it's not the purpose of this video. We are just here to have a look at have a close look at the aircraft. And all right, we are almost there. And I had to switch directly just to the final approach instead of having a vector. For some reason, with this GTN avionics, it has nothing to do with the aircraft. We're almost there. We need to capture it here at the Charlie Foxtrot 19er. So we need to be prepared. Yeah, the airport is over there somewhere. Runway 19er. Okay, let me bank a little bit to the left. And let's set the course. It should be 194 for that runway. And let's switch this to V-lock and engage the approach mode. Are we a bit late? I hope not. No, we can do it. We can still do it. Yeah, it should be captured in a few, like in a minute or so. I will slow down a bit and prepare the aircraft for the approach. Yeah, approach mode is engaged. Let's slow down to 120 or even 100. Yeah, it should be correcting now and banking back to the right. I love the details of the wings. See, tiny details. I hope that you can see them in my VR recording. Right, let's slow down a bit. Great. Let's see if this is captured. Almost. Yeah, captured the glide slope now, and it began the descent. Very cool. Let's extend the landing gear. Flaps for now to 5. Of course, the RPM to the max. Here, if you can see this, to the max. Keep an eye on the speed. I will gradually reduce the speed to be around 80 knots. Yep. Yeah, we don't need this for now, so you can have a look at the rest of the cockpit. Really cool. No. Yeah. Continue descending, please. 1500. Let's set the flaps to 10. Keep an eye on the speed. It should be around, 90 to 80. I'm reducing the speed gradually. Yeah, 90 is good for now. Flaps is 10. Yeah, the runway is ahead. Keep an eye on the speed because it loses speed very quickly. And around 600 or 500 feet, I will extend the flaps even more to 20. But not for now because it will be causing even extra drag. Look at this. $900. Our speed is almost 90. All right. add more power here. Just get back inside. I think it's time for flaps 20. Keep an eye on the speed. Yeah, this will be causing more drag now, but I think the approach speed is really good. 80 is fine. Just keep an eye on it, not to drop below 80. In a moment I will disengage the autopilot. I think it's enough for now. I will take it from here to continue. Just level it up a little bit to avoid the trees. Lower the speed a little bit. Great. Let's descend further and reduce the speed. Less power. Less power. Keep an eye on the speed and the RPM. Yeah, a little bit below 12,000. Yep. Flare and cut the power. Oh, this will be hard landing. Hard landing. Hard landing. Was it? So let's stop. Ooh. Acceptable landing. Okay, yeah, I wish I could do a smoother landing here. Anyway, this airport is actually almost vacant. No scenery for it, but who cares? It's just it's the closest airport I could find. Not to waste your time, guys, and yeah, let's stop out there here. Ooh. Yeah, parking brakes. Shut down. Yeah, the lights, everything. Yeah, I could have done a smoother landing. Anyway, let's turn off everything, and yeah, that was pretty much everything. The price of this aircraft is, with a discount these days, around 37 euros. $37 I mean, and yeah, I for a study level aircraft, in my humble opinion, this aircraft would really be a good choice for you. I hope that you liked the video, and please support me by subscribing and like the content. Yeah, just to encourage me and motivate me to do more content and to do better in the future. Thanks, and see you soon.